A stage 4 cancer diagnosis carries a very specific clinical weight. It means malignant cells have broken away and established colonies in distant organs. At this stage, traditional oncology rarely expects to eradicate the disease entirely. The medical strategy typically pivots toward controlling the progression and aggressively extending the patient's quality of life. Yet, if you spend enough time online, you will eventually find a story of someone who appears to defy clinical odds, and the narrative almost always credits a total lifestyle overhaul. The article details how the patient drops all processed sugar, adopts a strict whole food diet, begins a daily meditation practice, and makes time for gentle exercise. Months later, their scans show remarkable improvement. The internet asks us to believe that eating greens and finding inner peace possess the biological power to dismantle metastatic cancer. These viral narratives offer a sense of agency when every other part of life feels like it's spiraling, packaging healthy habits as a standalone medical intervention. But metastatic cancer is a complex biological mechanism. It evades the immune system, creates its own blood supply, and mutates rapidly. Behavioral adjustments lack the physiological force to kill a disease that is actively fighting to survive. When you look closely at these accounts, the miracle headline usually omits the one factor that actually kept the patient alive. Buried deep in the comment section or at the bottom of the article is the medical reality. The patient was concurrently receiving expert, aggressive oncology care. This timeline illustrates exactly what happens in these cases. The patient's lifestyle changes run parallel to a heavy block of clinical oncology treatments, like months of chemotherapy, radiation, or targeted immunotherapy. The meditation and the organic diet did not strip the cancer cells of their protective proteins or poison their DNA. The medical treatments performed the actual eradication. But to write off the patient's healthy habits as useless would also be a mistake. Science shows exactly what these lifestyle changes achieve and why they are vital to surviving the treatment itself. Destroying cancer requires subjecting the human body to highly toxic therapies. To survive that clinical assault, the body needs robust biological infrastructure. Look at this cellular model. When consuming a nutrient-rich whole food diet, systemic inflammation drops. The red jagged markers shrink and cells stabilize. This nutritional baseline keeps the immune system intact, allowing fortified healthy cells to absorb heavy chemotherapy without collapsing. Then there is the physical exhaustion. Radiation and chemical therapies create a crushing level of systemic fatigue, which gentle, consistent exercise directly counteracts. Even light movement increases blood flow, flushing out cellular waste and delivering fresh oxygen to damaged tissues to speed up recovery between hospital visits. The food and the walking don't shrink the tumor. They forge a body capable of enduring the chemical weapons that do. The mental side of treatment is equally grounded in biology. Emotional resilience is an active, measurable factor in cancer survival. This graph plots the body's stress response against its defense systems. Prolonged anxiety continually elevates cortisol, forcing the immune function curve into a steady decline. But when deliberate relaxation is introduced, cortisol levels plummet. The immune line recovers, restabilizing the patient's defenses. This process continues overnight. Deep, uninterrupted sleep is physically mandatory for cellular repair and for balancing the hormones disrupted by clinical treatments. Mastering stress and sleep actively blocks biological mechanisms that would otherwise weaken the body's natural defense systems. Zooming out from the cellular level, these practices form a framework for navigating modern cancer care. This approach is called integrative oncology. It is the deliberate combination of rigorous, evidence-based medical treatment with structured lifestyle management. The medical boundary here is clear. Healthy habits are scientifically backed supportive tools, but they are never replacements for oncology. Delaying radiation or chemotherapy to test an internet miracle claim is dangerous. Real survival depends on respecting the clinical science while maintaining the personal discipline to support it. Fighting cancer requires active, daily participation from the person in the hospital bed. Amid a severe diagnosis, patients retain control over critical choices. Nourishing the body, moving, and resting are daily decisions that continuously rebuild physical resilience. A medical prescription targets the disease, but survival is forged by how a patient lives. To uncover more evidence-based facts behind health headlines, hit subscribe.